With elections being last night, I can't cook today.
Okay. All right, viewers, you can continue to guess, but there's no prize for guessing the right person. Okay. My name is Elaine. I am the lifestyle content creator on Instagram and TikTok. The handle at Miss Elaine Heng. I blog on misselaineheng.com and founder of Elaine Heng Image Consultancy. With me is my co-host Katherine Sung. So Kat, over to you.
With elections.
Hi everyone. I trust that you guys all stay up late to watch the general elections. It was a very exciting year again. But now that it's over, it's time to do something less intense, like eat something tasty and drink some good wines. So our resident experts, Dolly Sia, founder of Makeup Entourage, Jerome Awasti, top fashion stylist and runway producer, and Victor Koo, trainer and wine sommelier, are back again this week. And our guest today, Xinyan, founder of YoRipe app, and Jessica Ann Tan, who is certified specialist of wine, Italian wine ambassador by Vin Italy International Academy, and had received her Napa Valley wine specialist certification. She's also an independent wine journalist and founder of Singapore. Yeah. And today she's making her own wines and share more about their wines later.
Okay, thank you, Kat. And for all viewers out there, I strongly encourage all of you to take part in our giveaway contest during the show. So check out the details in the caption and the comment thread. We have actually 2 bottles of Jerome wines worth $50, excluding GST, to give away. And all right, now I strongly encourage all of you to like, share this video, and of course, do all the following, because we're going to announce the first winner at the end of the show, and the final winner next week at the start of our show together with the first winner. So make sure you look through the caption and quickly take part in this giveaway. It's so exciting. Yep. Okay, over to you, Kat.
Hey, Xinyan, are you ready? So
yes.
Our guest for today, and she's here to share more about YoRipe app.
Yes, thank you, Kat. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Elaine, for the warm introduction. My name is Xinyan. I'm the founder of YoRipe. I'm so excited to be here. And my first question is, have you had your dinner? Yes, I hope so too. And are you already thinking what to cook tomorrow, or what to cook for your family on Sunday, or maybe next week, what do you want to do for meal prep? We know that it's a big headache, and that's why YoRipe is here to help. So we are Southeast Asia's first cooking app, and it's powered by local cooking community. We have content, recipes, videos from over 100 home cooks. So you can browse the curation of what's trendy, or sometimes you feel lazy, you want to make just one pot meal, or like a 5 ingredients dish under 30 minutes. You can all find the curations there. Or you want to maybe bake something, give yourself a nice treat, or make something like for a family potluck selections. You can all find those recipes in your app. And then we have nutrition facts. You can also make a grocery list. So really make the whole thinking of what to cook and planning for meal stress-free and easy.
I see. Oh, Xinyan, can I check you? If let's say I am a home cook and I want to share my recipe on YoRipe, right? How do I go about doing that?
Yes. So first, you can of course comment adding your cooking notes to the recipes. If you like, for example, it's curry chicken, so you can actually add a cooking note to the app by sharing your tips and tricks to it.
I see. Okay, is there any cost in sharing my recipe, or is it free of charge?
Of course, the app is completely free. So you come in, register for a free account, and you can browse the app and watch the video, and even join our cooking webinar. And when you want to make a note, of course your recipe will be featured on the homepage of the app, so you can get thumbs up, and you can share any recipe that you like with your friends on WhatsApp, on Facebook, so that they get to know what you want to cook, or even better, get them to cook for you.
Xinyan, I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah. So are your recipes more continental, or are they more local?
Very good question. So we really went to the effort to bring you the food that you will like. So obviously, our specialization is the Asian cuisine. So we have Singaporean, Peranakan, Chinese, Indian, Malay, Thai, my God, in total we have 17. So some French, Italian, Mediterranean cuisine as well. So all occasions like, date night or family gatherings, or just, traditional, like during Chinese New Year, we also had traditional dishes. So quite wide range, but really mainly focused on Southeast Asian cuisine.
Sounds delicious.
And when was this app started?
It was started last August. So we launched our first version of the app. And we recently, 2 weeks ago, launched our new app. And as you can download on App Store, Google Play Store, YoRipe, YoRipe. The new interface is much more intuitive because we got a lot of learnings from our users. We have over 24,000 users. Yes, yeah, that's the one of the pages with all the recipes and videos. So we went through a lot of effort working with home cooks, moms, and chefs also to bring in better content so that you have more options and learn new dishes. Because I think since the COVID-19 and CB, we also have more time at home and pay attention to caring for ourselves. What we eat is make us who we are. And so really, very happy that we have launched the new YoRipe app in time for more people to enjoy home cooking.
I really regret not knowing this earlier because I've been cooking like hospital food.
Actually, Dolly, it's not too late.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, we want to share our experience. So Jerome and me, we are the one who adventurous. So we cooked today. Okay, I just want to show everyone. Okay, this I've never done this before. It's a Gyudon beef bowl. Okay, and
Wow.
it's the first time. It's the first time, and it took me less than half an hour. In fact, cooking time, it was 15 minutes, and then maybe just like I think all in all less than 30 minutes. I'm so shocked. I mean, I'm quite pleasantly surprised, and came out very good. And our friend at home, the little boy, was like finish everything, and I tasted a bit just now. I had to fight with him for it just now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then so I mean, I want to encourage everybody to download this app because I think it's a very useful app. I mean, I only just recently know about it as well. So so today I cook, and then I found it's very how do I say, it's very intuitive app because you see, number one, okay, so usually when we cook, the recipes always come with how many servings, right? One serving or for two. So this app helps you to do like if let's say you're cooking one person, you get one person serving. So it will calculate for you. You don't have to write and then calculate everything. So if you're cooking for 6 people, you just change the serving to 6 people, and you can just order your groceries. What's the best thing about it is you can actually add the groceries into a grocery list, and then you can just go buy it, or you can do your online shopping and all, which I think is very helpful and very time saving for moms or anybody who are very, very busy. Okay, so the interface is easy for us to use. So also, sometimes the app or sometimes on website, when we go cook using recipes, right? The ingredients are always on top, and then the steps are always below. And then you got to scroll up and down just to see, oh, am I using how much of the ingredients? But this app is very good because everything is lateral. So the first tab is the ingredient, and then the second tab is the step. So I was toggling between, okay, I see how much sugar I put. Okay, 1 tablespoon. And then after I just toggle back to the tab. It was very, very easy. So I think it's because of that it took me less than half an hour to cook.
Okay.
Yes.
How about Jerome? Jerome, I'm interested to know what you cook.
I know. I think Kat sabo me because I don't cook. So she give me the one that I take 1 hour plus to cook. This is the first time.
Pumpkin is something that's very healthy, what?
Wow, what's that?
Pumpkin.
This is the pumpkin
Okay, okay.
puree, right?
Oh,
Yes. Also, one function of this app is like if you're not a vegetarian, you can see all recipes. But if you're a vegetarian, you can just tap on the link, right? And I think there's an option to open up or filter out
Yes,
all
so you won't
the recipes.
see the meat recipes, so
Yes.
only vegetarian recipes.
So if you have
my
friends who are vegetarian and very strict about it, tell them to download this app and use this app.
so my experience with the app is I think I like the step by step how it tells you the ingredients, everything is calculated for you. So you just need to finish using the ingredients. Then the step 2, it was very quite clear. So I just need to skim through everything, and then I just went step by step, and I managed to pull this off lah. So I would say I'm quite proud of it because it's really quite good.
Yay!
can you like send some over? Send some over.
I have a new. This is the first time I'm attempting to make something that's like a puree. So I think like it's really very useful. I think for people like me who know how to cook but don't really remember what spices to use, what ingredients to use. So it's very good to just like to have a refresher. But I think to use this app, you need to have a little bit of cooking knowledge. So like really you have to have some interest, then you will like you can do it quite fast. If not, you can use it as a trial and error to practice your cooking skills. I think.
Okay.
All right. I mean, guys, you make it sound so easy. I'm going to download the app. I'm going to download it and then try cook it. Right? Okay. All right. Thank you, Xinyan, for coming onto our show. So make sure.
Just a question from the Facebook. Someone is asking. Carol Neo is asking, what about those who are vegan? I know that vegetarian and vegan, they are different. So
Yes.
what about those who are vegan?
Exactly. So we have our page called Diet and Allergies. I'm bringing it close to the camera so you can see. And the first, the diet that we have is actually vegan. So vegan is actually vegetarian, and then also no egg and no dairy. So 100% plant-based. It's of course very healthy and good for us in our body and good for environment diet. So under vegan diet right now, you can scroll and you will see all these plant-based recipes. And then as you go down, you can find low carb, vegetarian, and more. So all our app is, like Kate and Jerome say, are very easy to navigate. You can just browse all the menus, and also it has a very good search function. If you want to make Kate's beef bowl, right, just type beef bowl in the search box here. And then Jerome's recipe is pepper deep. So you can just type here, or you can go by, today I feel like brunch. You can make brunch food at home. You can just type brunch. If you want to make like, cuisine, someone I think asked for Korean food, right? Yes, we have Korean cuisine. So all these are made easy way for you to decide what to make, instead of thinking, spend so much, like don't know where to start. We help you get started, and hopefully, you get to cook more and then become better. Like Jerome say, right? A bit of interest, and then you do more, and then wow, it's sense of achievement is really great.
Can I check again? How does someone upload recipes into the app? So how does one do that?
So currently, the recipe upload is done by our part. So on the website, you have a contribute link. You can send us there. But if you want to add, just like you cook something, right? You want to add like, I personalize, maybe I don't like pumpkin so much, but I prefer sweet potato. Then it's another recipe, right? You can add as a cooking note to that, so that people, as they scroll, right, they see pumpkin. They also see, okay, but Jerome actually suggests to go use sweet potato.
Okay. Because I got a lot of potato recipes I can send you.
Okay. We'd love to, to get your recipes.
So I think
cook and send some over also.
Should I just tap out and send you all like small, so you let you all try next time.
Yeah.
Tasting.
Yeah.
Next time we can do a cook-off competition between Elaine, between Kate, Jerome.
Can I check? Is there are you all going to do will you be doing a keto? Because keto is like all the rage now, right? So will you all be do a keto kind of?
Yes, definitely. Keto, so it's really high fat, good fat, and high protein, and low carb and no sugar. So people actually try that because either because they want to avoid diabetics, or they want to lose weight. And so we have a section also under keto. It's also under our diets and allergies. You can also scroll like ketogenic diet. And so some of the recipes there are more Asian type of keto, because we know usually keto is like more Western. So we try to bring more Asian, and then we add new recipes every week. So yeah, and so come back, you can check the top collection, then you can see what's new, the seasonal one also. Like we also be having a special Hari Raya, because Hari Raya Haji is coming up. So we have more Malay cuisine, what's festive special. So you can try something new at home as well.
Hey, looking forward.
Yay. Yes.
Kat, you are muted.
I'm looking for new recipes to cook at home for my son already.
Oh, we have a kid-friendly session too, like snacks, and yes. So hopefully, I think parents, a lot of actually our users are parents, and then they say actually they will browse the app with their kids to see together, like to watch the video also, and then sometimes they will even cook together in the kitchen or bake something together. So I mean, it makes me really happy to see that this helps with family bonding as well.
Yeah.
You know what I like about those, the pictures are very enticing, but we don't do justice to it when we take the pictures.
I think during this CB, the one thing that bonded me and my family is that I started cooking again. So my mom and I will start exploring like things, what to cook and what to do. Then we go through the grocery. I think it's quite nice. Just food is something that in all cultures bring people together. So food is like that kind of essence. The wine is to make everyone happy. The food is things that bring everyone together. Correct?
Yes,
Food and wine pairing makes the experience so good.
No party is without one or the other. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Xinyan, for coming onto our show. And I'm sure our viewers will be like, you know what, I want to download this app because it's so useful. So thank you so much. And we hope to see you again on our show.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. And great food and wine pairing. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Now, guys, we talk so much about food, right? What is good food without wine? So, Jessica, can you share with us a bit about Jerome wines? Jessica, you're muted.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Loud and
Okay.
clear.
Okay. So, what we have here today is wines from Gyudon Wines. The name, many of you who may be wine lovers would be familiar with it. It's actually started by Dr. N.K. Yong. He was actually a cardiac surgeon. He's known around the world, in fact, as the godfather of wine. So Dr. Yong, together with Melina, his wife, started this wine company, Gyudon Wines. And their philosophy is actually based on selling wines from the vintners they've known from a long time ago. So their journey started in 1986. I'm sure some of you are not born yet. Okay, they landed in Bordeaux, France, and that's where their journey began. In fact, at 90-something years old, Melina and Dr. Yong still travel around the world. So not just keep in touch with all the friends they've made at the vineyards, but also bringing us good wines here in Singapore from the old world European cities. Yeah. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to have a few wines from Gyudon that is available at a special price, thanks to Bubba Mama. Okay. So please take the opportunity to order through them. And today we're going to be tasting one of their wines from the old world. Old world versus new world. Old world wines would be wines from, just for the few of us, France, Italy, Spain, Germany, Portugal. New world wines will be from Australia, New Zealand, USA, and today even China and South Africa, Chile. Okay, so we're lucky today that some of us have a wine from Italy. Okay, and I'll do a little presentation for you guys. So
thank you, Jessica. But before
yes,
that, can I just ask a few questions about
of
Gyudon wine?
course, of
Right. So
course.
you mentioned that Dr. N.K. Yong on his journeys to many places, and that's how he came about with the interaction with the vineyards, and that's how the wines got imported into Singapore, right?
That's right.
So it sounded that he traveled more in Europe, and does that mean that Jerome actually carries more older wine versus newer wines?
Actually, yes. I would say Giron's portfolio is predominantly old world. So their wines, a lot from France, Italy, Spain, and they are all from family-owned vineyards up to today, and they are of really high quality. So yes, but at the same time, over the years, if you keep going to the same place, right, you kind of get bored, right? And because Melina, Dr. Young's wife, loved to cook too. So when you're a person who loved to cook, you would explore cuisine from around the world. So they, in the recent years or so, they've actually explored in the USA too. Some of the wines would actually be cult status. Okay, so try and explore there and try and get your hands on some of the wines um, because Dr. Young himself is a wine lover. So when the wines get curated by him, when it comes here, it absolutely is taken care like a baby. Okay, so controlled temperature, good condition of wines and everything, and definitely wines that will go with food because Mrs. Young loved to cook. Yeah.
I see. And
So may I
Yeah.
ask, what's the price range of Giron wines?
Okay, so Giron wines have gotten really friendly over the years. Not only do they cater for wine geeks and people who know their wines and brands, they of course have wines that are really premium that cater to your special occasion, birthdays, anniversaries, birth years, and stuff. But because the wineries they work with have over the years also expanded their portfolio in the sense that because you can't just drink the premium wines only, they've also included younger wines. So when you expand the vineyard, the vines tend to be younger, and that they have made wines out of them to actually cater more to everyday drinking. So
so
yes.
so there are budget friendly wines as well as super expensive wines.
Yes, that's right. So you can get a bottle of wine between $30 to $50, mid-range 80 to 100, and you can get wines at a few $1,000s too for the
What's the
anniversary
most?
present. Sorry.
Now, what's the most expensive wine you have on hand?
Um, at the moment there are quite a few, but there are Burgundies that would go back to 1970 something, and that's about $4,000. So wide range, yeah.
Thank you,
And
Jessica.
yeah, and Jerome Wines they have their own website, but if you do not feel comfortable shopping online, right? The wines are also available at your next door neighbor Oak Cellars and Crystal Wines at Valley Point. So yeah.
Jess, I don't think
Yes.
Oak Cellar qualifies as your next door neighbor's cellar.
Well, if you
I think that
live in
I made that observation. I made that comment a few episodes ago. But I love Oak Cellars.
oh
They
yes,
have
yes.
very good quality wines. And I think Giron wines, seriously, I've never had a bad bottle of wine from Giron. I mean, even for their budget friendly wines to their Bono du Matre or Freeman wineries, they are all such quality wines. And in fact, the wine that we are tasting today is so quality. It's of such a high standard. It's amazing at this price. So maybe, Jess, you want to talk a little bit about this wine?
Yes, actually, today I have in front of us a bottle of Italian wine. Okay. Some people would tell me, "Oh, Jessica, you specialize in Italian wine, really? But French is better." I'm like, okay, how are you supposed to compare apples and oranges? There are many, there's Fuji apple, there's Washington apple. They're all good, right? To different palates, right? So
No, food
to
is the
me,
best.
huh?
Food is the best.
The best, right?
Fuji,
So the
different
question
palate.
is always people asking me, oh, why would you, you know, specialize in Italian wines? Well, not for the faint-hearted, but I always encourage people to do it because Italy have, just to give an idea, 200 regions. Okay, just Tuscany alone is bigger than Singapore. Okay, and at the same time, there's 700 over native grape varietals that can be found in Italy. With having said that, that also means that you can explore different wines, okay, without having to break the bank or your pocket. So wine can range from 30 over dollars to even 100 over dollars. Of course, you can find like 500 over dollar wines, but the most commonly ranged ones are 30 to $80, and you will not get a bad bottle. And honestly, if I were to find a bad bottle, so to speak, I just take it as tuition lesson, you know, but they're not too expensive. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's actually fun to explore some new grape or some new wine that you haven't. So yeah, without having delay us to taste the wine, I'm gonna share my screen right now and go through a little more technical detail about the wine that we're tasting in the glass. Okay.
Sounds good.
So bear with me here as I share the screen. All right. Okay, many of us would love to go to Tuscany for holiday. I'm lucky enough to go there for work a couple times a year. So this is the vineyards of Tenitas and Guido. Tenitas and Guido is on the near the coast of Tuscany. Really nice climate and everything. Not only do they have wines there, but they also, as you can see over here, is actually olive trees planted next to the vineyards. Okay, so it all started with a Marquess, Mario Intizia della Rocchetta. Yes, it's a mouthful because they're what you would consider blue blood royalty too. So he's a Marquis. He was a student actually in Pisa, which is in Tuscany, really right smack in winemaking country. So in the 1920s, he was a student there. Of course, he's met a few friends, actually went to winemaking school. His curiosity for Bordeaux wine started there. So he met a few famous winemakers. And then after that, he actually decided to settle in Tuscany. Having settled there with Clarice, it was actually their holiday home that they decided to have in Tuscany. In the 40s, they decided to settle there, sort of retirement kind of thing, or having the country life. He started planting grapes like just in his backyard, literally. With that, he actually made wines only for family members from the 1940s to 1960s. Of course, wines, the wines were never released. It was only drank by family and friends. He had friends from all over, you know, coming from his family status, you know, and he would share the wines and was more importantly open to comments and directions on how to make the wines better. Hence, in 1968, he released the first bottle of Sassicaia, which is the top wine of the winery. It wasn't really well received, so he was not discouraged, but he carried on improving his winemaking styles through critiques and fellow wine experts' advice. Then, I mean to say, right now, as you can see here in the picture, it's his son on the right, Nicolo Intizia della Rocchetta, and his granddaughter, Priscilla, who runs the winery today. Okay, really down to earth, really nice people, although they're really famous. Sassicaia 2015 became Wine Spectator's 2018 #1 wine of the world. So imagine it's they've gone against wines and winemakers from all over the world and secured the #1 spot, because that's really prestigious. Here, so the wine, because Mario was crazy about Bordeaux, the wine grape in Bordeaux was Cabernet Sauvignon, and it still is Cabernet Sauvignon. So when he decided that he would plant Cabernet Sauvignon, his neighbors thought he's crazy, because you're in Tuscany. Tuscany is a Sangiovese Central. Okay, people would think, why is this guy bringing French varietals here and planting it? First of all, climate will not match because it's too hot. Next, it's like, why on earth a French varietal and Cabernet Sauvignon? Because the grape of the region was Sangiovese. But he went against all odds. He brought a Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot, which is the two grape varietals of Bordeaux. It carries flavors of like blackcurrant, red cherries, graphite, even sandalwood and tobacco. And he actually made it work. Secret being, their houses and the vineyards are actually slightly elevated compared to the rest of Tuscany. And also to add, what's important is that they actually, what made them really famous is the fact that the wine became so much of importance, and it made such records around the world that they actually managed to get the Italian law to recognize their area as a legit winemaking region called Bulgari. So they have a Bulgari denomination law right now. So La Divise 2015 from Tenitas and Guido is actually the younger vines of what they put in Sassicaia. So just try to think, 2015 is a really good vintage. What that means is good enough sunshine, good enough coolness. There was also an Indian summer. What that means is really dry in the day, but which gives opportunities to the grape to ripen. But also it's really cool at night, so that the grapes would not get heat stressed. The blend is also Cabernet Sauvignon, 70%, which is majority. And if you can smell the cherries and sourness to it, that comes from Sangiovese. And their first vintage for 2003 was in 2003, because you can't have everybody buying Sassicaia, which is about $300 to $400 a bottle. So they've actually made something more approachable, more budget friendly and everyday drinking. And this is their third label, La Divise. Doesn't mean that it's bad or not as good. It's just that they come from younger vines. So yeah. Victor, you look like you have a question to ask.
No, actually, I'm just very excited to take the team through the tasting. Thank you for your very thorough presentation, Jess. So guys, shall we finally taste this wine? Gosh, I've been like dying to drink this. So whenever we want to taste a wine first, we should always look at the color. The reason why we are doing that is we want to make sure that this wine is not faulty. We need to see a vibrant color, right? It's not hazy. So this is like a medium ruby, all right? Swirl it a little bit and put it into your nose and tell me what you get on the nose.
Cherry.
What?
Cherry.
Cherry, yes, absolutely, cherry. I think I get both dark and red cherries. The dark cherries probably from the Cabernet, and then the red cherry probably from the Sangiovese, Jess. Am I right?
Yes, correct. Sangiovese has this really sour cherry kind of taste and profile, whereas the Cabernet would have like your black cherries, more ripened cherries kind of taste.
Exactly. I get a bit of, do y'all get spice? So any of you got spice? Any spice in particular, Elaine? Jerome?
Cinnamon.
Okay.
Is it cinnamon?
Not cinnamon lah.
Pepper?
Sandalwood.
Yes, I get pepper. I get a bit of rosemary actually, and eucalyptus.
A bit yum.
A bit yum. The eucalyptus, correct. Very good, Dolly. Let's finally drink this wine, please.
It goes well with my Gyudon beef bowl.
Yeah.
Stop it. You're making us very hungry already.
Yeah. We can order a burger later. Yeah.
No more burger.
But
This is just
Sending
do you like the
over.
wine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I think this is
spicy than the ones we have tasted so far. Slightly
correct.
spicier, but too easy to drink. Yeah.
It's less spicy than the Shiraz though, but I do feel that this wine is about medium to full bodied, and it has a very good tannin and acid structure that I really like. Not exaggerated, but just nice enough to give it that kind of complexity. So I think this wine will be very good. Sorry, Jerome?
Mee siam spicy than the mala spicy. So
Mee siam spicy? I think you're scaring our viewers lah. Why got so spicy?
Mala spicy is too hot, right? But this is a very pleasant spicy.
This is a tom yum spicy.
Tom yum.
I think it is something else, is it, Jerome? I don't get the mee siam spicy leh.
It's from his dinner.
Very soft spiciness.
Yeah.
Maybe from your Mediterranean pumpkin paste.
Yeah.
Maybe the
So I do feel that this wine will be perfect, obviously, with Italian dishes, any pastas with a meatball or bolognese, or maybe even an arrabbiata sauce or a pizza. But if you want to go something that is a bit more local, I think like a gong chao ngao ho will be very good. Or maybe any meat dishes, to be honest.
Kung
Or
bak
maybe
bao.
just what?
Kung bak bao.
Kung bak
Kung
bao,
bak bao.
yeah.
Kung ba bao eh.
Yes. And even your char siu peng. Depends on who sells the char siu. Personally, I would think that there's more savory char siu would work with this, but the sweet one, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Maybe
very
I'm craving
The
It's a
darker
very versatile-
color one.
the what color?
The darker color char siu, not the red one.
Yes, that's right. So less
Oh.
caramel.
Okay.
Jerome, you want to say something?
I actually think this one will go with seafood also, like although it's not usual to pair with seafood. Because it's not a very heavy, yeah.
Lobster. Boston lobster with butter in this.
Butter crab.
Butter crab too, yeah.
Butter Sri Lanka. Because
Making me hungry.
Yeah.
I think
Stop eating.
It goes very
Thank
well
you.
with the beef ma. Plasma.
this is absolutely Jessica, thank you. And
Yes.
Jerome Wines, thank you so much for this very lovely wine. I think this is probably one of the best wine we have had in the show. I mean, not to take away all the credit of all the other wines that we have, but this is really one of my top 3 wines that I've tasted in this show.
That's awesome. In fact, it won't hurt your pocket. It's actually regularly $50, but if you to get it today, it's $35, and you can email info@gironwines.com, and we'll all sort you out over there. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Okay, let me make announcement.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Our viewers, a lot of you are like, oh my God, I want to buy this. I want to buy all the
Yes.
wines from.
I want.
Yes. Okay. So
Me
alright,
too. I also want to buy.
listen out for all the wine lovers out there. Very good news, because Jerome Wines have specially curated a selection of over classics, including Le Difficile, with a special promotion of 30%. So check out shop.gironwines.com and enjoy 30% on selected wines under the exclusive deal section. Now, the link is in the caption, it's in the comment as well, the pinned comment. So go there, click on it, and make your order right now. Promotion ends on 18 July 2020. All right,
Do
so
y'all take order? Do y'all take order here?
You mean
Send your credit card detail over, we will take. You send your credit card detail.
I want six. 6个。
Hey,
doesn't
我要10个，我要10个。But to be honest,
Victor, 12个了. I tell you, in groups of 6, okay? Then it's easier to ship one full box. Imagine, right? In one box, one shot, then cling, 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 cling. A bit, the wine also a bit 头痛啊.
Okay lah, 12个.
I mean, seriously, guys, the prices that they are offering is, I mean, some of the prices are even cheaper than the NTUC wine. So these deals are superb. And we, other than the Le Difficile, we also had the Domaine Sabine, which we introduced in our very first Gyudon show. That is really one of my favorite. So go for that. Go for Le Difficile. In fact, go for all the wines under the deal.
I want this. 12个。
好，给你。
等一下啊，等一下去
Okay, 很好。
Jessica, any recommendations from your end?
Actually, you know, on the list, one of my favorite, because the weather's been crazy hot, right? Besides the rain, you know, it's cool. I prefer something lighter, like a Pinot Noir, for example. So there's a Burgundy on the list that is really good value. It comes from a reputable winery called Michel Gros. They have their premium wine, which is a Von Romane single cru. But what I really like about them is it doesn't matter if the wines are premium or entry level, or, you know, like I mentioned, entry level does not always mean bad, especially coming from a renowned winery, because they take care of their grapes all the same. So all the grapes get the same amount of care. It's just that a matter of whether is it older vines or younger vines. So what they have on offer is the Fontaine Saint-Martin. That's a really good Pinot Noir that comes from the same area as the premium stuff, and then they just blend it into the same bottle and offer us an everyday drinking wine. I mean, say everyday drinking wine doesn't mean bad, but it's more easily approachable. And you know what that means to me? Ka-ching! It doesn't hurt my pocket. So yeah. Go and explore that. They also have a Spanish on offer, so that'll be good if you prefer something more heavy bodied, you know, something that's fuller, something that you have to have with food, you know. Go have your tomahawk steak, go have your, you know, Peking duck and stuff like that, you know. Don't limit yourself. So yeah, I hope you guys can find a deal that you really like.
Victor,
are we
your turn.
announcing the winner?
We are in the midst of picking one.
Okay. All right, then I have one question. I'm thinking of eating mala mian later. Does this go with the mala mian?
Okay. Can I interject? Can I interject with this question? Can I answer this question?
Yes, Victor.
Some of you probably, okay, a show of hand, how many of you think is going to go with the mala mian?
I think it will.
Okay, for the person who say the mee siam spiciness one. Okay, and Elaine, no, this will not go with mala mian, because first of all, mala is so spicy. Drinking this wine is just gonna make it more spicy. The only thing that you can, the only thing that you can pair a mala cuisine with is probably like a sweet wine or a demi-sec champagne or a tiger beer for that matter. Red wines, it's very, very tough. Yeah.
It will make the spice actually explode more in your mouth, so not advisable.
Absolutely.
I think sister Qingdao will do the job.
Yeah, confirm
Qingdao tiger, perfect.
But I like to.
I think it goes well with savory.
Or savory.
Right.
Savory dishes.
Yeah, just it went really well with my beef bowl. I can't help it. It's really very good because
And we have to watch it. You know, we have to watch it.
Okay, winner hold liao boy.
Hold liao, I think hold liao.
Where?
We pick one, but okay. Tan Keith. Tan Keith. Yes. If you're listening to this, I'm sure you are because you are watching it, and that's why you are the winner. Write into us, okay? Message us. We need to get your details, your email, and your phone number. Okay. For those who didn't win, it's okay. Don't worry. We still got one more bottle of Jerome wine to give away. So take part in this giveaway after the show. So all you need to do to win is like and share the video, tag your friends, tag as many as you can. Follow this Facebook pages called Baba Mama SG and Miss Elaine Heng, and lastly Jerome Wines. Dolly, you have something to say? Dolly,
I just want to keep liking it.
Huh?
Just keep liking it.
Oh, okay, yeah, keep liking it as well. Okay,
Yeah,
she's right.
Yeah.
You'll notice and you'll make you one of the winners. Okay, anyway, the more you share and tag your friends to watch the live show, the higher your chance of winning. So contest ends on 16 July, 23:59. All the details are in the Facebook caption and pin captions.
That's right. And guys, make sure you tune in to the final episode of season 1 of Lifestyle Show next Saturday, 8:30. Season 2 will start in October. All right. Thank you so much, Jessica, for coming onto our show. And of course, you must thank all our resident experts as well. Welcome back, guys. All right.
Thank you.
And next week is our last and final show. It's a Japanese theme. So no guesses, okay, but we have 2 Japanese clients, one Japanese alcohol and one Japanese beauty brand. You can guess all you want, but we're not saying now, but we'll announce on a Monday or Tuesday, okay? So for us,
remember, the more you share, the more we care.
sharing is caring.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
It's the alcohol. It's not me. It's the alcohol. It's the wine.
Oh, no, here, Evan here.
All
Okay.
right.
Little heart.
Aww.
So cute.
Okay, 搞了。